Ronnie J Show.
Ask not.
I'm going to get really deep with you and your audience now. I'm sorry if it shocks anyone, but I personally, when I was 16 years old, I got raped.
Ronnie J Show.
Just do it. Because once you start, you'll then improve.
Ronnie J Show.
Ask not.
And why do men cheat, or why does anybody cheat on their partner? The thing that really triggered me when I was going on my walk and I was thinking about this was that we actually blame the other person.
Ask not.
Ronnie J Show.
They haven't really done internal work that requires to build the resilience, the strength, and the self-awareness of them.
What your country can do for you.
We must be very careful not to compare our relationships. It's toxic.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Ronnie J Show. Hi, you're welcome to the Ronnie J Show. Today I have an amazing guest with us all the way from Canada, Mr. Lucky Eriyo. And today we're going to talk about what are the challenges facing diasporas and what should encourage them to come back and invest in Africa. The series of this particular program is we are talking to various diasporas and also to the local governments and the government in Africa to find a way of encouraging more diasporas to come and invest in the community, because we believe that with public and private partnership between individuals and diasporas and also with the local and the governments, we can make a difference. However, there might be some challenges. So hopefully we can talk to some diasporas. They can tell us what their experiences have been, and then we can try and find a common ground of how to move forward. So you're very welcome, Mr. Lucky. Thanks for having you.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you. So before we go ahead, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself so my audience can know more about you, please?
Okay. My name, as you all know, is Lucky Eriyo.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and bred in Benin City, Edo State. Currently, I live in Canada with my family. I have some education in Nigeria and some in the United States. I'm a businessman and a philanthropist. That's all about it. And I'm also an investor. I like to invest in businesses, especially in my community.
Okay, that's fantastic. When you say especially your community, are you talking about your community in Canada or your community in Nigeria?
No, in my community in Nigeria, where I was born, because they need some development and improvement. So because of the time and years we have stayed here, we need to bring what we have learned from here.
So what's stopping you from doing that?
I think from experience, because I tried it once. The experience I got from there was not encouraging, which I'm not going to make me run, but stop me from investing more on my community. Because I came home maybe a couple of years ago to try and set up a business, a transport business back home.
Okay.
The initial stage was doing well. After that, the encouragement was very bad because of too many things I believe we can do to upgrade the development of the community.
Okay, see, the thing about this program is at the moment you are speaking, you're trying to summarize maybe some of your challenges, and maybe you don't want to say some things, which I understand. But the only way that we can get better is if we can identify some specifics, so that if whoever's listening, for example, the government, because at the end of the day, we need to challenge the government to make the community attractive and viable for investments. So if I can ask you, if you don't mind, what in particular discouraged you and what kind of business were you doing and what discouraged you particularly, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, I will. Let me just give you a brief of the kind of investment I was doing there.
Yes, please.
I have a transport business, like I've said,
Mm-hmm.
a rental company. I invested a whole lot of money on that business because I wanted to develop my community transport-wise. Like I said at the beginning, it was lovely. It was interesting because I've stayed out of that country for a very long time. I think it was time for me to really come back home and try to help in developing that community, not the country, because the country is large.
Yeah.
Especially in my community, Edo State, which I have a lot of my friends who discuss of planning to move back home. First of all, the security was very poor because the transport business was able to be functioning during the day, not for set maybe from 5 to 6, which people normally still need transport after that. Of the expensive to maintain cars because all the cars I was using was not bought in Nigeria. I shipped all of them from here. That is the reason I said I spent a whole lot of money setting up the business.
Yeah.
It was a registered business.
Okay.
So
so what year was this in particular?
That was 2012.
2012. Okay.
The business ran for a year and a half.
Okay.
So I closed up the business 2013, at the middle of 2013. And secondly, other things we scared of is this fetish ways of people in my community in fighting against businesses, which we don't have here. I can give you an example with my company.
Okay.
I came to Nigeria after setting up that business after this first 6 months, I came to say, okay, let me stay 2 months to see how it runs.
Thank you for watching the Ronnie J Show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to participate, please go to theronniejshow.com or email drip.co.uk. Thank you.
I flew to Nigeria to stay for 2 months.
Okay.
Within that 2 months, I have the worst experience in my life. I go to work in the morning like normal.
Yeah.
There was a day I went to my office. I was the person that locked up that office before I went home after closing hours. To my surprise, what I saw in my office scares the hell out of me. I saw a dead rabbit with chest wide open, cut off open on top of my desk in my office.
Wow.
So I started wondering what happened. How did they get into here? So that scares me a whole lot.
Well, could that just be a rabbit that just died on your table? I mean,
they put it on top like in a bowl, and
in a bowl.
The cut off wide open. So after that, I went through a lot of setback, losing money, sickness, and all kind of things. So I have to run away from there and move to Canada. When I got here, I discussed my experience with my friends.
Yeah.
They all got scared. Most of us now have business in Lagos. Most of my friends have business in Lagos. But that was not the initial aim of setting up a business.
Yeah.
We all wanted to come back to our community.
Correct.
Set up a business in order to employ the graduates that don't have a job. The young people in my community need a job. They need an income to be able to take care of themselves and their family, because some of them have aging family, which they really need to support. So after that, I just decided I'm done. You know, I have a set of business partners I'm working with now in Lagos and in Abuja. By power of God, the business will kick off very soon. But that was not my initial plan. My plan was everything I'm going to invest in Nigeria has to go back home. That's why I was born, Benin City. But the first experience of, I don't know, it was hectic. It was
I
very
understand. I
discouraging.
understand. I mean, what can the government do in a Edo State where you had your initial investment to encourage you to come back and try one more time?
The thing the government will do, first of all, is security. Because what we learn now, 6 p.m., everybody runs home because of security. Okay, if government can tackle that, and secondly, the only people that really enjoy my community are people like from the royal family, from the so-called godfathers and the kingmakers, and like they just gave them a name now, the lions and tigers of my community. If you are not members of those family, you cannot enjoy your own community. So anytime you go to like my city, Benin City, you'll be praying to have your life to go back to where you are from. We all have money overseas. Most of us don't really want to invest here. But the government should help us with that community security we are looking for. And also the government should
I would like to challenge you with that, though. We'll come back to that, you know, because I think by more discussions we can come maybe have an idea. Go on. What was the second thing you were going to say? Sorry, I interrupted.
The second thing is the government should help assist not only the foreign investor, but the people that have mind to set up a business, like the undergraduates, to give small business loan, which is done overseas. You apply for it and you tell the government what you can do for the community, not what the community can do for you. So if they believe you are them or qualified for their assistance, they give you a small business loan, set it up for you. Sometimes they give you 6 months interest-free or 1 year interest-free. If you can pay the loan out of that within that 1 year. After that, they give you about 1 or 2%.
Let me interrupt there, because I'm trying to guide us so that we stay on the direction of diasporas. How can diasporas come and invest? Because we don't know what the government is doing for the local people in various countries in Africa. But I love the way you spoke about how you invested your money and how you lost a lot of money, and now how you're trying to reinvest in other states. And you talked about security being when it gets to after 6 o'clock, everyone is afraid to go out. And because you were doing transport business, that seriously impacts your customers, and you have a very short window to pick up customers.
Yes.
Yeah, and this security that we keep talking about, in particular, we're talking about crime and kidnapping and armed robbery. Am I correct?
Yes, you're very correct.
Is this something the government can solve on their own?
Thank you for watching the Ronnie J Show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to participate, please go to theronniejshow.com or email drip.co.uk. Thank you.
And this security that we keep talking about, in particular, we're talking about crime and kidnapping and armed robbery. Am I correct?
Yes, you're very correct.
Is this something the government can solve on their own?
Because I think what really prompts those crime and all that in my community is lack of employment for the graduates, because they have to eat, they have to feed. Sometimes they don't have choice. Whatever one does in life is by choice.
Yeah.
It's not by right. Okay.
Correct.
If the government can assist, there are other things government can really do, like set up a farm.
Yeah, but the government can't do everything. I'm sorry to say, I'm not talking about the government, but everyone just keeps saying the government, the government, the government, the government. The government can't do everything. We have a responsibility also. The country in Canada, in UK where I live, there are more private individuals into business than the government.
But you say like, we all know that Nigeria, when everybody fought for position there, what the aims of coming there is not done. The aims of coming,
you mean the government, the politicians who vie for position?
Right, it's not done. What they promised the people, they don't accomplish it. They will promise heaven and earth that they are going to do this when they come into power. At the end, the young people will not get what they were promised. So regards to that, they don't have no choice than to go through crime to get what they want. But what I would advise, it's a suggestion, what I would advise the government to do is trying to find a way to bridge that gap of unemployment.
And that's where you and I come in. Because it's like a vicious circle. There's unemployed.
The bridge, that's where you come in. But the bridge there, we have to have an assurance that the security has to be there for us. If the key for the thing is we need security. Kidnapping, armed robbery, and all that can be eradicated if we monitor the government properly and we give job opportunity to young people. The old people don't go robbery, they don't kidnap. And secondly, if you are a millionaire or you have money, let me put it to that, general money, you come to Benin, you can really enjoy yourself with your money because you're scared that somebody will see you and say, oh, you got money. The next thing they do, they start chasing after you either to kidnap you or your family. There was a time I brought my family from here, my wife and kids, to Nigeria. I wanted to give them a good time because they're foreign kids, and my wife is a foreigner. The security was the first thing I was being scared of. They want to take a walk at night after 6, maybe around the neighborhood. I will tell them, no, it's not safe. But that is not encouraging for us. We all want to bring our kids back home and let them know the culture and the tradition where we are from. But we are so scared of that.
Yeah, I understand.
We will ask the government to please deal with that security for us. There is money. We are not looking for money to invest. We are looking for where to invest the money. And I believe
secure environment,
And I believe as a citizen or anything of a community, the first thing you think about is your community, what you can do for your community to uplift it. That is where your name is. I can't go and what is my name? Set up a business in Abuja now. Nobody knows.
You just said you're going to set up a business in a different state.
Yes.
I mean, you've not explored the new environment. The environment 2012, that's 8 years ago. There might be some differences and some improvements.
That is now. Maybe I'm still dwelling on the past experience.
Maybe. Why don't you try and give it a try?
How many times are you going to try? It's not one person. It's not my only experience. There are other people with different experiences. A friend of mine went from Ishan in Edo State. He went home after 12 years. He went home to see his parents. As he got to the village, this was not in the city. As he got to the village to see his parents, only God knows how they know that he was in the village. The armed robbers came there to ask for money. The guy said, look, I'm not from here. If he was in Benin, I would be able to raise the amount of people want. But in the village, you don't expect me to have this money in the village. In his presence, they shoot his mother dead. Do you think that kind of a person would want to go and invest in that place? No. First of all, in his presence, they killed his mother. And they're expecting to take his money from here to go and invest there. We are scared. I'm telling you, Mr. Ronnie, we are scared to invest our money And really, I'm truly, I don't know if the other communities like that, but my community that I'm talking about,
yeah,
we have to really see to the point of encouraging us from here by assuring us and guarantee that whatever we invest there is not going to be a waste.
yeah.
Thank you for watching the Ronnie J Show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to participate, please go to theronniejshow.com or email
I can decide tomorrow to invest back in Benin.
Yeah.
If I think it's time, and I've seen the difference about the security.
But
During the election,
sorry to interrupt you. What gets to me is that we have been singing this same song for the past 30 years. Now, are we going to continue singing this same song, or are we now going to say, listen, let's try and make a difference. Let's come together with this government and with our government, and let's enforce them and challenge them to make a difference together, because the government cannot do it on their own. It can't. It needs our participation.
I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Ronnie. I think for the 30 years you're saying, the best government section we have had in Benin, in Edo State, is this present one that have really worked to our satisfaction in over 6. They have proved to us that things can be done there. I'm not in Nigeria, but I was like present in Nigeria during the political rally for the gubernatorial election, because I was always trying to get news of my community, because I'm concerned about what we are going to achieve for the next 4 years. There are people that the past 2 governors we have ruled for 8 years. We know what within those 8 years, that is when I have my business that went bankrupt there. This present one encouraged, giving me a second thought of not 100%, but some percentage that there's a little bit improvement regarding to that. And I'm not blaming the government for sure. The only part I'm blaming the government is the assistance that the indigenous are not really getting from there. Because they sing the song of go to the village and farm, go to the village and farm. Where is the money to get a tractor? Where's the money to buy grains? Where's the money to buy fertilizer? They don't have it. How can they farm?
I'll pause you on that. I'm not an advocate for the government or any governance. So I wouldn't want to. It would be unfair, because there's no one here to answer those questions that you're just raising. But
I just wanted to like when
because I can argue to say, listen, if I want to go into farming in my village, I can start with 100 by 100 and start planting yam and wait for 5 years' time for that 100 by 100 to become 1,000 acres. Everybody doesn't have to have a 1,000 hectare farm. We can start step by step. So that's my argument on that. I could develop my small fish farm from the back of my house. I'll give you an example. My wife started planting peppers and tomatoes in our back garden. We live in the UK, cold country. You in Canada, freezing cold. But I'm sure if at the back of your house, you're planting 1 or 2 things. Now we're planting tomatoes and pepper at the back of my house. And I keep saying to myself, if we can plant tomatoes and pepper in the back of my house like this, if at least every house in Africa plants 1 seed of pepper in their house, we will eradicate the pepper issue, the tomato issue, the food issue. We can feed ourselves, but everybody wants to drive an expensive car. Anyway, let's not digress, please. Let's come back, because I'm very passionate about self-development, and I know that you have the capability, because I saw your business when you were running in Benin, and I saw the amount of people you were employing. I saw the vision that you had, the long-term vision that you had was massive. So, and I don't want you to lose that passion, but I also understand your fears that you don't want to lose your life because you're trying to serve your community.
That's right. Like, I don't know, just, I love my community for sure.
I know
Trust
you
me.
do. I know you do. Like many,
If I
many,
don't,
many, many diasporas.
you know, I love my community. I tell my family that my mom is still there and my other siblings are still there.
All right.
I just wish for me to have a change of heart. I don't want to set up a business. Like most the business I set up was not for me to make money alone. Because the business I set up was set up for my family.
I know. It was
in order
unique.
to be giving them allowances at the end of the month.
I know.
To help them not to be hungry. And that the business, I have 15 workers there. I don't live there. I wasn't running it. I gave it to somebody that's not my family.
I came to your office 3 or 4 times, so I saw it myself. So,
exactly.
You don't have to tell me. So, I think for the audience to know, I think you are one person that I know have a strong passion to help your community. And you are the kind of people that I would like to have on my show so that whoever's listening, we can find a way of resolving this fear of insecurity so that diasporas are able to invest, go home, invest, monitor their investment, and then fly back and forth without the fear of losing their life, basically.
Yes. I've said, like, for me, after we're talking to you today, I believe maybe after some time I will still have second thought of doing something.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I hope that
like I said, this is the first time I have peace in the government of my community. Not only my country, the community alone, the state in general. And I also pray for him.
Him,
that
when you say him, you're talking about the state government.
Governor Obaseki.
Okay.
I also pray for him that what he has done for the past 4 years, he shall continue with the same pattern. And we will all be happy to come home and invest. Not only the foreign people, but the indigenous has money to invest there. Like I said, I will try and I will pray to God to give me the mind of
reconciliation,
going into that business. Not business of transport this time because of the security.
Yes.
But other kind of businesses that will help me employ more people from the street. Take them out from the street so that they won't have mind to be thinking of committing crime. You understand? As a godly person, everybody pray for God to elevate them.
Yes.
The giver never lack. That is said. And it's just so, I'm telling you, the best place I enjoy when I come to Nigeria, apart from the security, is my community.
I know. I remember when you used to like to go to the local places to eat and just hang out.
Exactly.
You used to enjoy that
Make
so
you
much.
feel, it make you feel relaxed because you grow.
But those days will come back if we all put our heads together.
Mr. Ronnie, how is it going to come back? It will come back if I can take 15 people out of the street.
Correct.
And you take 15 out of the street, other people take 15 out of the street by setting up a business there. That was my dream of doing. Well, we can take a lot of people out of the street, and those people are able to take care of their family. We will have the joy we have before. Like when I was growing up, we used to go to parties in Benin and walk home from GRA because I stay at Tuselu. I walk from the GRA to Tuselu around 2-3 o'clock at night.
I know.
Nobody does that these days. And then you get beat up.
You've answered the question. The question is, the way forward is how can we reinvest into the state? Because when you invest in the state, you reduce unemployment.
Thank you for watching the Ronnie J Show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to participate, please go to theronniejshow.com or email drip.co.uk. Thank you.
If you can just give us a summary of so far, what you hope to see in your community and in the future going forward.
What I would say on that part of it is like I said, I still have to go back to the government of my community, my state, and the people, the secretariat, which we normally call them secretariat, the people running the community, is try and give us a little assurance of the security part of it. Like I said, we have some money to invest back home. Our dream is to take people out of the street to help in coping up crime. If there's nobody in the street they can feed, I don't think there will be crime. So what I would suggest us to do is still give a chance to try to help the community, because we are seeing the improvements out there. I don't know, but we haven't been hearing a lot of crime like kidnapping lately. So if we can do that, I think we'll be able to survive and succeed in the community. And with the power of God,
amen.
I will also be talking to my friend that look like I'm going to try and give a second chance.
I love to hear that. That's amazing, because we all can't give up.
I have few people that still have businesses there.
I'll be talking to a few more of your friends. And
I have people that still live there. You can even go to their office in Benin to see them and interview them.
I will do.
But
amazing. Thank
they
you
keep
so
on
much.
Telling me to. They keep on saying, come back. But like I said, the fear.
I know.
I wasn't scared of the kidnapping part or armed robbery issue.
It was the fetish part that you were more scared of.
The fetish part was what I was scared of, because as a Christian, I don't like to see things like that.
True.
But Ebanfi, it's very nice talking to you. And like I said, I will have a second thought. Maybe I will come back to you one day and say, Mr. Ronnie, I'm ready to try again.
Amen. I'm looking forward to that. Mr. Lucky, it's been amazing talking to you, and thank you so much for your passion and love for your local people in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. And for diasporas who are watching across, African diasporas across the world, please, it's not what Africa can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And thank you so much, and God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
God bless. Bye.
Ronnie J Show.
Ask not.
I'm going to get really deep with you and your audience now. I'm sorry if it shocks anyone, but I personally, when I was 16 years old, I got raped.
Ronnie J Show.
Just do it. Because once you start, you'll then improve.
Ronnie J Show.
Ask not. And why do men cheat, or why does anybody cheat on their partner? The thing that really triggered me when I was going on my walk and I was thinking about this was that we actually blame the other person. Ask not.
Ronnie J Show.
They haven't really done internal work that requires to build the resilience, the strength, and the self-awareness of them.
What your country can do for you.
We must be very careful not to compare our relationships. It's toxic.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Ronnie J Show.